I have been interested in China since I was a kid. I don't know why.
I wanted a change in culture. I also want to see the country for myself because you hear about China a lot in the news, and so I want to see what it was for real.
I always wanted to explore the world. I looked all over the world to study, and China offered the best fit in terms of education, quality, and cost. I actually have close family members who have been to China, and they just gave amazing reviews of the culture, the people, and the quality of education.
Do you have any idea?
I always wanted to explore the world. I looked all over the world to study.
Where are
China
the classmates
offered the
coming
best
from?
fit. They're coming from all over the world, from Egypt, from Morocco, from Africa, all over the world. It's very China, and they just gave. I look forward to get a cultural experience. Speaking Chinese, I look forward to all of those things.
You get to experience Chinese culture firsthand. I'm encouraging you to come. When I go to China kuna na kitu, kuna spaka, mzigo za Rwanda, shukuru za Kanaka, should fine.
When I got to China, I saw so many things I didn't expect. I didn't expect people to speak English. I didn't expect people to be friendly.
Every part of China, they have their own specialty food. Everything is different.
The safety, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. How fast everything is in China, how fast and how convenient. That's what I really like about China. What's surprising to me is that I've learned so much about other cultures actually. Not only the Chinese culture, but like cultures from friends that are from like Spain, Germany, Italy, Korea, Indonesia, Thailand, Russia, Uzbekistan, Mongolia. You know, the list goes on. There are just so many people there.
We have so many amazing people here. Like besides the students, the professors are like they're so broad-minded. They inspire me in so many different aspects in my life. So I'm in this great environment, and that's basically what I wanted when I came here, right? I would definitely suggest like try it out. This is an amazing adventure. This experience here in China has been incredible for me so far. It has only been 4 months, but I feel like I am such a different person in way of seeing things and how I deal with people.
The university looked really cool and the city is just gorgeous. So I was like, you know what? I might give it a shot. China has been really amazing when I first arrived. I remember just being in awe, like this city is crazy gorgeous. I did not think it would be like this. The city is very modern and it's really clean, very organized. It really opened my perspective, helped me become more open-minded and understand how different people act from different countries or different cultures.
EU 10 years ago is nothing like EU now. EU now is much more developed, it's much bigger. It's that transformation. It's just so beautiful to see. That's what I like about China developing so fast.
Suzhou was very modern and the people were very kind. I think the living
I have been interested in China since I was a kid. I don't know why.
I wanted a change in culture. I also want to see the country for myself because you hear about China a lot in the news, and so I want to see what it was for real.
I always wanted to explore the world. I looked all over the world to study, and China offered the best fit in terms of education, quality, and cost. I actually have close family members who have been to China, and they just gave amazing reviews of the culture, the people, and the quality of education.
Do you have any idea where are your classmates coming from?
They're coming from all over the world, from Egypt, from Morocco, from Africa, all over the world. It's very diverse. I look forward to get a cultural experience. Speaking Chinese, I look forward to all of those things.
You get to experience Chinese culture firsthand. I'm encouraging you to come. 不过China kuna na kiza kuna spaka mzizo za Rwanda shukuru za Kanaka should be fine.
When I got to China, I saw so many things I didn't expect. I didn't expect people to speak English. I didn't expect people to be friendly.
Every part of China, they have their own specialty food. Everything is different.
The safety, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. How fast everything is in China, how fast and how convenient. That's what I really like about China. What's surprising to me is that I've learned so much about other cultures actually. Not only the Chinese culture, but like cultures from friends that are from like Spain, Germany, Italy, Korea, Indonesia, Thailand, Russia, Uzbekistan, Mongolia. You know, the list goes on. There are just so many people there.
We have so many amazing people here. Like besides the students, the professors are like they're so broad-minded. They inspire me in so many different aspects in my life. So I'm in this great environment, and that's basically what I wanted when I came here, right? I would definitely suggest like try it out. This is an amazing adventure. This experience here in China has been incredible for me so far. It has only been 4 months, but I feel like I am such a different person in way of seeing things and how I deal with people.
The university looked really cool and the city is just gorgeous. So I was like, you know what? I might give it a shot. China has been really amazing when I first arrived. I remember just being in awe, like this city is crazy gorgeous. I did not think it would be like this. The city is very modern and it's really clean, very organized. It really opened my perspective, helped me become more open-minded and understand how different people act from different countries or different cultures.
Yiwu 10 years ago is nothing like Yiwu now. Yiwu now is much more developed, it's much bigger. It's that transformation. It's just so beautiful to see. That's what I like about China developing so fast.
Suzhou was very modern and the people were very kind. I think the living condition in Suzhou was really good.
Life in Suzhou, it was really convenient, especially Alipay and Wechat. I find it really like a step up from the life that I have witnessed in India. Being in XJTLU brought about the best in me, which I had not experienced anywhere else. So I like the infrastructure that I have, especially in Suzhou, like where I live in the Suzhou Industrial Park.
Yeah.
I literally have everything around me, the facilities that I have, the safety, just even people's friendliness, the local buses, the subway.
It's really amazing because it gives you the opportunity to build your personal network. Make full use of this opportunity. Learn as much as you can. Just remember, such a platform is going to open you amazing doors in the future.
China is going to be a big part of the future.
Living in China is a whole new concept for us. Discover new cultures, new people. So that's like the best environment for us to study in. Actually, I have a really big important opportunity because if I finish my studies here, I will have many options to do. I want to go further than that. The best advice is that if you have the opportunity to come and study in China, just seize it. You will never regret that.
Hi, fellow students. Welcome to the Chinese University's Online Open Day presented by China Admissions. And this is the first Chinese University's Online Open Day in 2021. And we want to wish you Happy New Year as well. So in this Online Open Day, well, basically, I'm your host. My name is Nadia from China Admissions. And this is the agenda for today's Online Open Day. We have 8 universities joining today, where all 8 universities will be giving you all information about their programs, about their admissions for 2021 intakes, and also about the scholarships information. So first of all, before that, I would like to share with you a little bit about China Admissions. So China Admissions is an award-winning platform for international students to apply to Chinese universities. And we have partnered with over 200 top Chinese universities, and we have over 150,000 registered students on our platform. And international students can apply to any universities in China on our platform. So a little bit about us is that in the recent years, our company has won several awards as well. For example, the 2019 Foreign Entrepreneurs 30 in China by the World Innovators Meet. And also we are nominated by the Holland IQ China EdTech 100 in 2020. And last but not least, we received the Chaoyang Phoenix Grant from the Beijing Chaoyang government, both in 2019 and also in 2020. And for the people behind China admissions, as our team is coming from different part of the world, we basically have a multicultural team. So me, myself, I'm from Indonesia, and I also was a former student at Chinese University. So I was studying at UIBE, and yeah, good news is UIBE is also joining this online open day to share information for all of you. So this is a little bit this is how our online platform goes. So if you want to check it out, you can just go to apply.china-admissions.com, where you can see all 4,600 programs that you can apply for in China or online that we can help you apply for, and you can search your program that you want to study in China, and you can basically find all information here, and then you can apply. And later, I'll let you know why you should be applying on China admissions, but just as a small hint, applying on China admissions to Chinese universities is free. So next, these are some of our partner universities. So some of our partner universities are also joining this online open day, and such as XJTLU, UIBE, and UNNC, and also Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and the others. I'll let you know the list of participating universities for today's online open day. So this is the event format for this online open day. So first of all, this is a slightly different format than the previous online open day, because each universities now have 15 minutes for their presentation, and also they can also answer some questions during this 15 minutes. And there will be a live Q&A on the Q&A bar, where you can drop your questions on the Q&A bar. So if you have any questions, anything at all, just drop your questions on the Q&A bar. And if you have the question specific for the university, you can mention the university name and then address your questions. So, and then in the 15 minutes, the universities will introduce their programs, what it's like living in China, admissions process, updates, and scholarships information. And last but not least, we will let you know how to apply to Chinese universities on China Admission platform and why you should be applying on China Admissions. And these are the 8 participating universities for today's online open day. We have the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and then we have UIBE, University of International Business and Economics. We have BFA, Beijing Film Academy. We have SBC, the Sino British College. And then we have Dalian Yusof University of Information. We have UNNC, University of Nottingham, Ningpo, China. We have XJTLU, Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University. And last but not least, we have Ningpo University. So this is the agenda for today's online open day. Basically, each university will have 15 minutes where they can share information about their programs, and then they might also be able to answer some questions live as well. So yeah, the first presentations will be from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and they have various programs available, various majors in various fields, from a bachelor to PhD in business, finance, engineering, and so on. So yeah, I think we can give the time and place to Moray from Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, to start with your presentation. And yeah. And don't forget, guys, if you have any questions, please drop it on the Q&A bar. And if you have the question specific for the university, don't forget to mention the university name, because the teacher is there and they will help you to answer the questions as well.
One of my
Hi, Murray. I'm sorry, but I don't think we can hear you. Perhaps you can try to reconnect. And we haven't been able to see your screen sharing as well. So perhaps you can try to reconnect. And yeah, hopefully we can hear your presentation very soon. So don't forget, guys, if you have any questions for Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen or any other universities joining this online open day, you can just please drop your questions on the Q&A bar where we can help to answer that, or the teachers from the universities can help to answer the questions as well. So yeah, there will be 8 universities joining in today's online open day. The first one is Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen, and they will be starting their presentation very soon, and we shall wait for Murray Johnson to set it up, and then so everybody can hear their presentation and get information for their admissions in September 2021 intake at Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen. Hi guys, we're waiting for Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen to reconnect because they might have an internet issue. That's why it seems like there is some problem to connect and share the presentation on the online open day. So if that's the case, I think we shall give some more time for the teacher to reconnect, and then we might try to answer some questions. And then, yeah. So again, just to brief you again about this online open day, each universities will have 15 minutes to do presentations, and also they might also answer some questions live as well. And then there will be a live Q&A where you can just ask any questions about the admissions, about programs, about scholarships, about anything at all. Feel free to drop your message on the Q&A bar. Do not use the chat box because it will be just, like there will be a lot of questions. So it's best if it's on the Q&A bar so everybody can just see your questions and the teacher can answer your questions as well. So yeah, these are all the 8 participating universities. These are all the 8 participating universities for today's online open day. And yeah, while waiting for Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen to reconnect, you can see the schedule again. You can see the agenda for today's presentation. And then, yeah, Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen is basically located in Shenzhen, and they do have another campus in Hong Kong, the Chinese University of Hong Kong. And then they have bachelor, master, and PhD programs, all English, taught in various majors such as business, finance, engineering, science, computer science, and so on. So I think we should be able to connect with Mr. Murray Johnson from Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen, and so he can start the presentation and start giving and sharing a lot of useful information for all of you who are interested to study with Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen this year or probably next year. Okay, so while waiting for Mr. Murray Johnson to reconnect to the internet, I'll start to answer some of your questions. So first of all, we have a question whether or not is it necessary to have TOEFL or IELTS to continue for master's degree in business administration. So, well, it depends. If you're applying for the if you're applying for the English top program, and then if you're not from an English-speaking countries, like me, for example, because I'm from Indonesia, we're not English-speaking countries, then if that's the case, you need to submit TOEFL or IELTS certificate when applying for the English top program. However, if you studied, if your education was entirely taught in English, for example, if you took bachelor's program taught in English, then you can be exempted from taking of TOEFL or IELTS test. So what you need to do, if your university is not located in an English-speaking country, then you just need your university to basically write you a letter or like a certificate which proves that the entire education that you join at that university where you took your bachelor's degree was indeed taught in English. And that can act as a substitute of the TOEFL or IELTS, so you don't need to submit TOEFL or IELTS. And then the next question is that, so for the scholarship, I hope that you can stay tuned because universities will also share information about the programs and they will also share information about the scholarships available on each university. So please stay tuned and also please follow each of the university's presentation and they shall give you information and more details about the scholarships. Right, so I'll check if there are other questions that we can answer here while waiting for Mr. Murray to rejoin. Right, so I think while waiting for Murray Johnson to join from Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, we should give him more time. And then we can move on to the next presenter from UIBE. And then after that, we will go back with Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen after they can reconnect to the internet. So next up will be from UIBE. We have teacher Ju from UIBE.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. Excellent. So can you see my presentation right now?
Yes,
I already shared my screen.
Yes.
Okay, then I will start. I saw there are a lot of questions, but so later I think I will try to answer some and after my presentation. So now I will start. I am from UIBE and my name is Lin. You can call me Lin, and when you need to contact me, you can just ask questions to Lin. So this is UIBE, University of International Business and Economics. Our university is founded in 1951, so this is a brief history of us. And we are situated in Beijing, China, and we are very close to the Olympic Business Center. So right now, overall speaking, we have 16,000 full-time schooling students. And among them, right now it's 2,600 international students. And they are from almost 160 countries. And we are sponsored by the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Commerce of China. So sponsored by two ministries, and we are the only one university acting like that in China. And now we offer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees, not only in Chinese, but also in English. So we have two teaching systems, totally in Chinese, and the other is totally in English. So this is the fourth point I need to introduce is the international accreditations we achieved. Right now, we achieved AACSB, EQUIS, CAMEA, and AMBA. And I will explain to you. This 4 international accreditations is international accreditation. So the first one is from North America, and the second one is from Europe. And CAMEA is from China, and AMBA is from UK. So you know that UIBE is specialized in business and economics. And these 4 international accreditations is for business schools, for international business schools. So if you have studied in UIBE, like you studied for MBA or business administration, like these courses, and that means you have international accreditation. So the credits you achieved will be recognized by the top business universities in Europe, in North America, in UK, and also in China. And the last one is the top ranking. We are top ranking among China's multidisciplinary universities. And UIB ranked number 1 in the field of business and economic institute, but we ranked number 28 among all Chinese universities comprehensively. Because we're not a comprehensive university, we don't have medicine, we don't have engineering, so we are specialized in this area, and we rank number 1 in this. Okay, here is some more ranking. We ranked the 2nd place in employment rate and 1st place in terms of payment for graduates. This is the newest ranking, and the highest comprehensive satisfaction of Chinese universities, and the 2nd in total enrollment of international degree students, and 1st place in increment of payment for graduates. So this one and this one is just interesting ranking about the payment of graduates. So this is, I think, many students will be concerned about their employment and careers. So if you want to find your career in China, and UIB is a good choice. So this is our programs. I think you can capture the picture. Like the first column is the bachelor's majors. So like logistic management and international trade, marketing, finance, business administration, international business law. Like the character C means China, means Chinese, and E means English. So if there is only one letter, that means only can be taught in Chinese. So if they have 2, it can be taught in both languages. And insurance, accounting, like international relations, I didn't see, but we have it. International politics, international relations, yeah. And this is the master's. Master's degrees, okay, this one is the newest one, international business and cross-border e-commerce. Maybe you'll be interested. And law and MBA, of course, and logistic management. And here is our doctoral majors. We have more doctoral majors taught in Chinese than taught in English. So if you have interest of the doctoral program, maybe you can ask China Admission, because we have more. I didn't list it here. So here is the cooperative programs. In Chinese, for 2+2 with over 5 universities in France, Germany, Russia, Kazakhstan, and South Korea. And we have double degree master programs in English for 1+1 with Russia and other European countries. And here is the bachelor degree teaching mode, business Chinese plus business English and major studies. So I need to introduce you about the English taught bachelor program. The first 2 years, you will study business Chinese and business English and the other courses. By the end of the 2nd year, you can decide which major you want to study. And then the 3rd and 4th year is the major studies. So this is the teaching mode for English taught bachelor program. Okay, here is what you are interested about the scholarship. So the first one, Chinese government scholarship. This is the full scholarship that you called because it covers your tuition fee totally and cover your accommodation fee. And then you will have a monthly payment, a monthly allowance. So this is full covered. And we have 30 vacancies for master and PhD. Only for bachelor's, for master and PhD every year. And here is the Beijing Municipal Government Scholarship, 50 vacancies. And this only cover your tuition. There's no accommodation included and no monthly allowance included. So only tuition. And the other is some scholarships sponsored by foreign governments like Saudi Arabia, Thailand, Vietnam, Spanish ICO. This is a few, we have only few vacancies. And here CBD is China Developing Bank. And this is also a special program they sponsor for bankers maybe. And the scholarship for new excellent student. This is UIBE set up. So if you apply for bachelor and like your HSK is good, is excellent, and your maybe your IELTS or TOEFL is good, and then we can consider to give you the new excellent student scholarship. And UIB rewards for each term is after the final examination, every year there is a chance for the UIB rewards. So here is the social practice and internship. So UIB is a practical university. We not only focus on your study, we also focus on your career and your social practice and internship. So we have created internship bases in over 20 famous enterprises, and we will organize regular visits and extracurricular activities in the enterprises. An annual international students job fair. This is we set for the students only for international students twice a year. And we have created International Career Advisory Center, International Volunteer Center, International Alumni Association to help you to build your connections or to find a partner, and maybe you need some advice and you can ask the teacher there. And these are the pictures of students visiting different factories or companies. Here, extracurricular activities. So UIB is famous for one international activity. It's called International Cultural Festival. Every year, like in May or April, we will have this festival, and students from every country, they can have a stand, they can have a booth to sell goods from their own country. And they attracted a lot of students, international and Chinese students from all over Beijing to come to join this festival. So it's a big festival. And other recreation activities like talent show competition and volunteer activities. And we have 100 students associations. You can make many friends there, including Chinese friends. So here is the famous alumni. Famous alumni, this page is only for foreign affairs, like in this area, foreign affairs area, because we are very strong in international relations, international politics. So you can see there is the ex-ambassador of Poland in China and ex-assistant secretary of State of America and the ex-counselor for government affairs of UK embassy in China, and now is the UK deputy representative to the United Nations, and the current counselor for business affairs of Vietnam embassy in China. So this is an overall introduction about UIBE. And I think I still have time to answer some questions. right?
Yes, teacher, you still have about 4 minutes where you can use it to answer questions from the students.
Okay, I see one. How to apply scholarship for Tanzania citizen for master and PhD for UIB University. Okay, here I need to introduce you about the CSC scholarship. CSC scholarship has two kinds. One is type A and the other is type B. So type A is you apply this scholarship from China Embassy in your country. You can ask the education office, education sector of that embassy, and they have different requirements and they have different quota. So for type B is that you can apply from the university. Like if you want to apply for UIBE type B CSC scholarship, then you contact us and then you give us the document that we need, and we will select students, select candidates from all the competitors. Every year we may have 300 or 400 or 500 just candidates, and then we select among them. It depends on your scores, your learning experience, and we will see the recommendation letter and your maybe you have some just like papers or working experience. This will all be qualified. So just now I noticed there is some question about IELTS or TOEFL. If you are applying for English taught program, IELTS or TOEFL are needed. But if you graduated from English taught majors, and then you can have the university to give us a like statement saying you are taught in English, and then you don't have that certificate. You don't need that certificates. Okay, and the CSC scholarship starts apply from January into April. And the study will start from September. The result will come out by July or August. And others? Okay, there are too many questions.
There's this question, teacher. So if the student have bachelor in engineering and master's in education technology, can he or she apply for a PhD program in business or economics at UIBE?
Yes, I think so. Because for our PhD, like international economics or finance, we have a high requirement on your mathematics. So if you study science, I think you will have an advantage. So you can try to apply. Okay, I saw a long question, but where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah, sorry, teacher, but I think the time is up. Maybe you can answer the questions on the chat, and we can move on to the next presentation. Thanks a lot for the sharing from UIBE. It was indeed a pleasant experience studying with UIBE. I was a student there myself back then in 2017 until 2019. So it was indeed a great and pleasant experience being a part of UIBE. So next up, we have the next presentation will be from BFA. We have Joseph from BFA, Beijing Film Academy.
Hey guys, it's glad to meet you here, and I will welcome my colleague Emily Huang to gonna introduce our program for you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, and
good.
we can see your screen as well.
Okay, perfect. So hello, everyone. Nice to meet all of you. I'm Emily Huang from Beijing Film Academy Cinematography Department. First of all, thanks for joining us. I do hope after today's introduction, you will get to know more about our international program, be more interested to it, and maybe join us in the future. So today I'm going to talk about 3 parts. I will start from a short introduction of our school, then give you some information about our department. Thirdly, which is most important part of today, I'm going to talk about our international program in more details. During the presentation, if you have any questions, please feel free to let us know in the Q&A bar. Okay, so let's go. Beijing Film Academy is the only film academy in China and the largest film academy in Asia. Through 65 years development, it has built up a multidisciplinary and multi-level cultivation system that embraces the entire spectrum of filmmaking. The film Chinese directors such as Zhang Yimou, Chen Kaige, Tian Zhuangzhuang, Jia Zhangke, and Gu Changwei all graduated from Beijing Film Academy. So Department of Cinematography was set up along with the establishment of Beijing Film Academy in 1950. For more than 50 years, with the teachers' efforts of several generations, the department has educated a large number of film and television art and technical talents. And most graduates have become outstanding persons in Chinese film and television domains. Many of their works have not only made big impact on the domestic audience, but also enjoyed an international fame for Chinese film and become an excellent vehicle in communicating Chinese culture. The educational expertise of film and television cinematography does not lie only in teaching special techniques and skills of cinematography, but also very much in cultivating good taste of the students in art creations and appreciations. So in our practical training, we act not only upon the principle of teaching, but also pay more attention to shaping of students' professional qualification and exploration of their artistic imaginations. So among the teachers in cinematography department, there are not only famous scholars who provide with well-sized teaching series as well as remarkable academic achievements, but also well-known filmmakers who possesses rich theoretical and practical experience with work that have already produced a big impact in the industry. The department has a teaching faculty that is reasonably made of different age group with various knowledge structure and capabilities. With the advantages of the higher level faculty teachers both in theory and practice, the department has adopted a whole set of effective teaching methods over the years. Besides, we also have very close relationship with a very famous equipment company all over the world like Arri, Red, Sony, Cook, Panavision, and so on. In 2013, the cinematography department took the initiative to start the Academy's first ever international program. Therefore, we share the same resources, facilities, and equipment that the cinematography department uses. So Beijing Film Academy's Film Production International Program is offering and catering to our students' needs and helps them settle into their new life in China. We offer courses mainly in the field of film production, including directing, cinematography, editing, and many more, allowing you to explore all areas of filmmaking. We teach you the skills you need not only to work in China, but anywhere in the world. The connections you will make can bring you endless opportunities and a chance for you to develop yourself, meet new and interesting people, and have an experience that not many students will have. As the Chinese film industry grows day by day, the market is perfect for you to start off your career. The teaching language of our program is English, and all our students and teachers in this program, in this department speak English and are always willing to help if need. So if you are not confident in your level of Chinese, we also offer classes in which we will help you learn and gain the confidence that you need with your new life. We have many different facilities on offer, such as studios, studio equipment, a range of cinema cameras, screening rooms, and access to all other facilities in the campus. Everything you need to make your story into a reality. This 4-year program consists of 2 years of learning in all filmmaking areas. Then the last 2 years will consist of one specific area of your choice. So last but not least, I want to stress again, since our program is an English teaching program, which is different from other majors of BFA, which is taught in Chinese. For today, we will mainly answer questions of this English teaching program. So if you have any question regarding the Chinese teaching program, we will later share a relevant link with you so you can check more. So basically this is all the information that we want to share for today. So if you have any questions, me and my colleague Joseph is here and we can answer you.
Thank you, teacher. Yeah, I think there are some questions on the Q&A bar that can be highlighted. For example, there's this question from Matthew Owen, if you want to answer. So his question is for BFA, which is, can we do a part-time job as an international bachelor students?
Joseph, can you answer this question?
Yeah, actually, we're quite support our students to doing some internship during study because, you know, as a filmmaker, we need enough practice to enhance our skills and our mind. And so we do help our student to get the opportunity of internship in the film industry. But of course, we will also help our student to do the special tips of their visa to make the internship legally under the law of the Chinese government.
Noted, Joseph. Thank you. So there are some other questions, especially related to scholarships. So a lot of them are interested with the BFA International Film Production Program, but they're also wondering about the scholarships for this program.
Yeah, actually, as the former academy, former university that's in Beijing Film Academy, we have two systems. First system is taught in Chinese, which need you to have HSK test, HSK 4 or 5 level test before the entrance. So Emily will share you a link about the introduction of the Chinese speaking film programs. And today I'm going to talk more about our international film program, which taught in English. Since this program is taught in English, so the CSC, the government scholarship, is not available in our program. But we fund our own scholarship depending on the grade, which means if you are good and you are confident enough to study in our program, the top 30% of our students will get around 10K to 30K per year, per academic year as a scholarship for them. That's almost half of the tuition of the year. Also, we are quite optimistic to communicate with the Beijing government, which sometimes support different amount of scholarships for our students. So that is the mainly situation about the scholarship.
Wonderful. So I think there's another interesting question for BFA, which is the student is wondering if BFA have a 1-year film program available for international students.
Actually, we have that, but it's not for academic degree or for any diploma. So if you just want to have 1 year, take a glance about the film production program, you have to be already a academy student in your own country or any other country, if you want to apply 1 year, just 1 year in our program, you have to have a recommendation letter from your professor from the residence academy you have already started your study. So after that, you have to submit the same documents to apply just a 1 year program in Beijing Film Academy. But I have to say that the courses are different than the full-time international program. And also you only get the transcript for this 1 year and also just a certificate for that. 1 year program is not for degree education.
Okay, understood. So another question is that the student is asking if BFA require a portfolio of his work in order to apply for editing and post-production course, or in this case for the international film production program.
Yeah, we are quite pleased if you have already done something before the entrance or before your application to our program. But we are also hunting and collecting the talented filmmakers all over the world, which means it's not that necessary if to submit the portfolio of your film work, which you have done before. But we do have a kind of instruction about like storyline, like the background of your education so far to help us inquire your situation. And also during the interview, we are gonna to asking you some questions about film to make the evaluation about whether you are good to study in our program.
Mm-hmm. So in this case, so even if the students have zero basic in film production or any other Chinese top programs that is offered by BFA, then it should be no problem to apply, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. So probably like another interesting question is, what is the opportunities for foreigners, especially in the China's film industry? So some students, they are considering to study at BFA, but they're also thinking whether there are any job opportunities maybe for foreigners after graduating.
Yeah, let me point out some good examples from our alumni and graduate students. Some of them now, they are actively work in the Chinese film industry as a assistant director or the director of cinematography, and also the director of post-production. One of my student, a graduate student, he already be the new generation commercial cinematographer in the field, in the industry. And also one of my classmates who comes from Russia, and he already did the latest Xu Zheng's film in China, which already unshown last Chinese New Year period. So we have quite confidence for our alumni or students, graduate student, to be part of the Chinese film industry. And on the other hand, now the cooperation between the Chinese film industry and the European American film industry is quite close. And we already invite some professors from both these two fields. So that will enhance the connection between the Chinese film industry and the Western, let's say Western film industry. And since the cooperation is quite oftenly these days, so our student will be the bridges between these two film industry. And also we have closely with different associations, such as the American Cinematography Association and the Dutch Cinematography Association, and also the British Cinematography Association, and lots of film universities, such as AFI, the Tisch in the New York University, and the Dutch Film Academy, some of the best film industry, some of the best film universities all over the world that will offering lots of opportunities for our students. No matter they choose to get further study in those university, or they choose to fund their own, to build their own place, build their own field in the film industry. So we do trust our students could earn their success.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. So thanks a lot, Joseph and Emily from BFA, for sharing a lot of information and a lot of updates, especially about China's film industry and the opportunities for international students who are about to join BFA and the opportunities for them after graduating for BFA. Thanks a lot for your time. And now we have to, thank you. Yeah, so now we have to move on to the next presenter from SBC. We have Jason Lee from Sino British College, who will be sharing about the dual degree programs at Sino British College in Shanghai.
Hi everyone, I'm glad to have this chance to introduce Sino British College to you. And hi host, can you see my screen now? Because I have shared my screen. Okay, yes, thank you very much.
Everything is good.
Okay, the Sino British College is a British college, is brilliant British college in central Shanghai. And it is established under the cooperation between a Chinese state university and 9 UK universities. As you can see from our logo, these 9 UK universities are all of the great universities around the world. For example, the University of Sheffield and the University of Leeds. They are top 100 ranking universities around the world. And today, my presentation will contain 2 parts. The first part is about Shanghai, because we believe a great location of a college, a school, means a lot for students' life experience, study experience, job opportunities, and future development. So I will give you, I will share some knowledge, some information about Shanghai to you. And the next part of my presentation is about SBC itself. What kind of programs we provide and what kind of courses students can study in this great college. Okay, let's begin. As we all know, China is gradually open its border to all the countries around the world. And Shanghai is a great window of China to embrace the world. As one of the biggest cities in China, Shanghai has Shanghai is the multifunctional center. As you can see, it is international communication center, economic center, trade center, and so many functions. I will not talk about all of them, but give you some examples. Wait a moment, please. The first I want to talk about is International Communication Center. Nowadays, based on the latest statistics, the population of Shanghai has reached to 24 million, the population, and the permanent foreign nationals, permanent resident of foreign nationals peoples, reached to the 17,000. That means within 100 people there is a foreigner. Meanwhile, the more than 770 countries from the world has set up the general consulates in Shanghai, and also more than 90 cities around the world from 59 countries has set up the twin cities or twin relationships with Shanghai. Actually, Shanghai is also the economic financial center of China. Here are also some statistics. First, there are more than 200 international banks located in Shanghai, and more than 100 companies, Fortune 500 companies located in Shanghai. The third one is about the trade center of Shanghai. As we all know, the most famous, the China Import International Expo, is one of the biggest import expo around the world. Nowadays, it has set up the cooperation with more than 100, more than 300 enterprises And these enterprises come from 130 countries. So after the statistics, we can really find out that Shanghai, as an international center of China, as a great window, it really play a key role in China. And we believe all of this will give students excellent memories and excellent development opportunities when you study at here. Okay, next part, I will give you some information about the SBC itself. Wait a moment, please. SBC is a small college. We belong to the University of Shanghai for Science and Technology, the state university, the state China University. And this college is established in 2006, but the history of the campus can be dated to 1906. Here are some pictures about our school. As you can see, the beautiful library and the school gate and the environment. This is a small college. We only provide bachelor degrees. There are two programs, bachelor degree program we provide to international students. The first one is a dual bachelor degrees program. Dual bachelor degrees program means after 4 years study in Shanghai, you can achieve 2 degrees from a Chinese university and a UK university. These 4 majors are all choices you can choose from to study at here. The 2 majors are related to business, and the other 2 are about engineering. The second program we provide to international students is single bachelor degree program. And the single bachelor degree program gives students much more choices. As you can see, the 2 choices is, the first one we call it is 4+0 single bachelor degree program, and the second one we call it is 2+2 single bachelor degree program. I will give you some explanation about what's mean of these 2 choices. But one speciality of the single bachelor degree program is that all of the courses of single bachelor degree program are taught in English. So that's a little different with the dual bachelor degree program, because the dual bachelor degree programs has few courses are taught in Chinese, only few courses, because it also will give you a Chinese university's degree. Okay, let's start about our single bachelor degree program introduction. The first choice, 4+0 single bachelor degree program, is similar to the dual bachelor degree program, but the difference is that you can only get one UK degree from one of these 4 UK universities, from 4 of these majors. 2 are for business and 2 are for engineering. The second choice, we call it is single bachelor degree program 2+2 pathway, because we cooperated with 9 UK universities, and this is very special. I can see to international students, it's very special because you can choose to study 2 years in SBC and the final 2 years go to UK. You can get both experience from China and UK, and this give students more choices. More than 40 majors related to business and engineering are available for SBC international students to choose from after 2 or 1 year study at SBC. And I will show you the name list of these majors. Wait a moment, please. For example, the business. As you can see, from all of these 9 UK universities, there are so many majors about the business you can choose from, like the human resource management, international business, and the business and marketing, something like that. Wait a moment, please. And here are some basic information if you want to study at SBC, the basic cost, because we all know the cost and how much money you will spend at the school is important information for students to know. And you can screenshot to download to remember these numbers. But actually, I have to say the tuition fee of SBC is not so expensive, especially if comparing to those UK universities, because we are a joint venture college. Comparing to directly go to UK, the tuition fee at SBC is much cheaper. And okay, basically that's all information I want to share with you. And actually, we also have so many specialities I want to talk about you. For example, we provide career development service to students, and we also provide like the mental counseling service to international students. And I can show you some information. This is our official website, and you can see we have so many student support service, like the overseas service and the IT support, and also about the industry partnership. This is the career development service. SBC has set up the cooperation with all of these enterprises. The famous like the Volvo, the IBM, and the luxury brands, the Louis Vuitton. Actually, in Shanghai, these industries, these corporations can give you students chance to know, to get internship, to talk directly with the HR manager, something. This kind of experience is very special, we believe, for students to get future success after the graduation. Okay, thank you all. Basically, that's all information I want to share with you. And now I stop my sharing screen.
Thank you, Jason, for the presentation. And there are still some time, like about 5 minutes left. Do you want to use the time perhaps to answer some questions?
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Some students have interesting questions about SBC, or we can just, like there are some general questions about admissions to Chinese universities. So the first one is it's probably like the most asked questions. A lot of students wants to know, like some students are asking about the English level, especially to enter SBC. Is there any minimum requirement entry for the English level skills?
Actually, SBC, we accept students who come to SBC Year 1 directly, and also students can go to SBC Year 2 to study. And the entry requirement of English for SBC Year 1 students is IELTS 5.0 or the equivalent. And the entry requirement of English for SBC Year 2 students is IELTS 5.5 or the equivalent.
Okay, noted that. And then some other students asked if they can use their SAT certificate when applying for bachelor's programs at SBC or at any other universities.
Pardon? What kind of bachelor degrees?
So they are asking if they can use SAT certificate, the SAT exam result, to apply for SBC.
Yes, that's also available. And sorry, but I cannot give you a specific number of the SAT requirements. But as you can see, if I can get the contact of the student, I can share her or his the information about our SAT requirement.
Sure. So another question, because you live in Shanghai, right? And everybody is admiring Shanghai, and that includes me as well. But we are all like curious about what's the living cost in Shanghai.
Okay, when we talk about the living cost, actually, I believe this is also the benefit of the most great cities in China, because in Shanghai, so many great brands, so many companies, it seems expensive doing everything. But actually, if you come to study in SBC, first, I mentioned before, the tuition is not so expensive, and the basic cost of life is much cheaper. For example, if a student have the lunch, have breakfast, have dinner at school canteen, it only costs about 50 yuan per day. And for example, the cost for transportation and the cost for telecommunication or the Wi-Fi, something like that, is about I believe it's about 300 to 500 yuan per month. So it's very cheap.
Yeah, I think that's quite affordable, and it's probably not as different as it is in Beijing. So, well, I know that China is safe because I live in China for several years already, but can you please share your experience to all the international students about how safe is it? How safe is it to live in China, especially in Shanghai?
Okay. This is a very interesting question, but this is also a big question. However, I believe, especially during the hard year of 2020, and China has become more and more foreigners, more and more countries has known China. It's a big country. It's great defending actions to conquer the COVID-19 and how people come together to forbid this virus. Actually, here I can see the China government put great regulations in the people's life, in the people's security, in the people's the normal life. For example, we have a foreign lectures from England, and he mentioned that when he live in UK, he will not go abroad or go to buy something after maybe 23 o'clock. But in Shanghai, he feels very safe. He can go anywhere in the midnight, and he don't worry about like the robbery or something like that, because it's really safe city.
Yes, I really do agree, and that's kind of like similar experience that that I experience here in Beijing. It's very, very safe,
Yes,
and it's very, very, it's very, very nice living in China as a foreigner. So yeah, I guess those are all. Jason, thanks a lot for sharing with us about SBC and all the interesting opportunities for studying dual degree programs at SBC College in Shanghai and UK.
Thank you too.
Thank you, thank you. Now we want to move on to the next presentation from Dalian Yusof University of Information. Thanks a lot for all the sharing. And yeah, next up we have Ms. Gao Chang from Dalian Yusof University of Information.
Hello, Nadia. I'm sharing my screen.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. All right. Hello, everyone. Good day to you all. My name is Gao Chang. I'm from Dalian Yusof University of Information, China. And thanks to China Animations for providing this platform. And we are very pleased to be here to introduce our university and our programs for all international students here. And now let me start from the city, Dalian, where our university is based in. Dalian is one of the most famous tourist cities in the Northeast China, also known as the Northern Pearl and International Garden City. And because of its geographical advantages, Dalian is the largest port city, financial, shipping, and logistics centers in Northeast China. And besides here, you can see Dalian has so many key achievements. In 2017, Dalian was rated as new first-tier cities along with Beijing and Shanghai. And in Dalian, it's quite easy for you to travel to other cities. To Beijing and Shanghai, you only need to take an hour and 15 minutes flight and 2 hours and 5 minutes flight, respectively. And Dalian is a wonderful city that you should never left behind. Dalian Yusof University of Information, DUI, is situated at the core area of Dalian Software Park. Dalian Software Park is the first batch of national-level high-technology industrial park with an area of 153 square kilometers and a population of 210,000. And Dalian Software Park has 5,000 plus registered enterprises and 380 export-oriented enterprises, and 100 plus global 500 companies such as IBM, HP, Ericsson, and Dell and Extra. With such favorable geographical conditions, Dalian Newsoft University of Information was founded in 2000 by Newsoft and overseen by the Ministry of Education. And now we have more than 60,000 full-time students and around 900 staff in campus. And among more than 700 private higher education institutions in China, DNUI ranks in the top 5. In the 2020 World University of Real Impact ranking, our multi-industry college, School of Newsoft and Baidu AI, as an innovation case, ranked top 40 globally in the industry application category. Focusing on the field of IT and healthcare technology, DNUI has constructed 34 undergraduate programs and 40 plus provincial level government supporting programs. And in 2019, 3 of our programs, which are computer science and technology, software engineering, and digital media technology, were accredited by the Ministry of Education as the first batch of national first-class undergraduate program. And so far, DNUI has nearly 50,000 graduates, and our annual employment rate is over 95%. DNUI is also a university with global vision and objectives, and we have established cooperation with over 102 overseas partner universities in Japan, UK, Australia, Russia, and South Korea, and extra. And each year we have over 400 international students come to DNUI for a long-term or short-term study. Founded in 1991, Newsoft, the founder of DNUI, is the first listed software company in China, and Newsoft has always attached importance to education and talent cultivation. And Newsoft has 3 Newsoft Universities of Information and a Biomedical Information Engineering School, located respectively in Dalian, Chengdu, Foshan, and Shenyang. Relying closely on Newsoft IT enterprises resource and the advantages of Dalian information technology industry, DNUI has built close connection with the industry. These 2 photos are quite memorable. One is our president, Xi Jinping, visited Newsoft in 2013, and the other one is our Premier Li Keqiang visited DNUI in 2017. 2 leaders highly value the university's innovation and entrepreneurship education mechanism. To choose a university, I believe the living conditions must be an important considering factor. So now let's explore more about the life in DNUI. Dormitory will have a single room and double room available, and with the room, there are bed, wardrobe, table, TV, independent bathroom, there are drinking water and extra. And public facilities will have campus Wi-Fi, lounge, meeting room, kitchen in each floor, and we have football court, volleyball court, and tennis court in the living zone as well. And the campus will have 2 canteens. The average cost will be 10 to 20 RMB. These are some pictures of our university, and you can have a general idea of what our university looks like. This is teaching buildings. And this is the campus garden. And this is a public activity area. To live in DNUI, you must feel cozy and comfortable. Okay, now let's get to the programs part. For the programs were provided for international students, we would like to say that we only provide programs we're good at with and with high return investment to students. And so far, DNUI has constructed 34 undergraduate programs in 5 professional clusters, which are computer software and big data, information and business management, intelligence and electronic engineering, digital art design, and healthcare technology. This is our undergraduate program list, and all courses are taught in Chinese. Therefore, if you would like to study undergraduate program in DUI, your Chinese language need to reach HSK4 level. DUI has implemented Chinese top degree programs for 15 years, and degree students start with 1 semester of language courses to ensure their language ability reach to HSK4 level, and then they can step into degree program study. And by the time students graduate, they are able to get HSK level 4 in Chinese language. So far, the DUI has cultivated over 600 graduates in undergraduate degree program in cooperation with Russian partner universities. The employment rate of these graduates are 100%. It is quite remarkable. Some of them choose to study in China, working in foreign trade, and some have started their own companies. And for those students who come back to Russia, they all have found good jobs in government, bank, and extra. And also, we have students successfully apply a scholarship master in China. Such a good development is not only the knowledge brought to them by studying the program, but also learning Chinese has given them a great linguistic advantages. For undergraduate program, tuition fee for international students is 32,000 per year, and we have 4 years duration, and we do have scholarship available. For dormitory, we have single room and double room for international students to choose. The price is very reasonable, and I will share a link later. Then you can download the latest brochure to get more information about our undergraduate program. Besides the undergraduate degree program, DUI also has HSK foundation course. So no matter for international students who would like to apply undergraduate programs in China or just for interest, DUI HSK foundation course can help students to realize a rapid Chinese improvement from 0 basis to HSK4 level through only 26 weeks of learning. In other universities, to make such an improvement might take a year time. And in 2021, considering the pandemic may prevent us from face-to-face teaching, we moved our HSK foundation course from offline to online to solve this program. So this year we will do this program online. Comparing with other Chinese language training program, and this program has distinctive advantages. The first one, short learning time. Students can choose based on their language level. For this point, I will give more explanation later. And secondly, our teachers are all CDC SOR certified teacher, and they have over 10 years experience for teaching Chinese to international students. And we do small size class, so students can have full attention from our teachers. And we do live teaching, and students can interact with our teachers in real time. And we also have free trial class available. Later, I will share how to register the free trial class with us. Also, attending the first class, student will be guided to learn the unique culture of China and travel around the UI campus on the online platform, which will be quite interesting. The courses we design for students are with different language level. From this table, you can see that we offer 4 types of courses. For beginners, we have 0 to HSK level 1, and we have level 1 to level 2. We have level 2 to level 3, and we have 3 to 4. And we have different time slots for students to choose, which increase the time flexibility. Students can join us anytime from March to July if they want to learn Chinese, and just to make sure to sign up by the deadline of each class's registration, which is usually 1 week before the class starts. For 0 to HSK level 1, level 1 to level 2 course, these 2 courses are both 4-week courses with about 4 hours of classes per day, 72 hours in total. And you can see we have more time slots available for these 2 courses. The tuition fee for both 0 to HSK1 and HSK level 1 to 2 is 800 RMB. The price is very, very cost effective. If you already have some basic knowledge of Chinese language, you can take our HSK level 2 to 3 and the 3 to 4 course. Our teachers will do small tests to find out which level is more suitable for you before the course starts. And it is important to mention that our 4 courses are independent but continuous. So if students who have completed HSK level 1 and wish to continue their studies, we do offer successive courses. But if you wish to complete HSK 4 by September 2021, because you may apply any graduate programs in September, right? So if you want to do that, it is better to join us in early March to ensure that you can move on to the next level at the soonest time. Some students may say that I already have a certain level of Chinese language proficiency. I just have HSK level 4 or 5 test requirements. Need pre-examination, guidance, and skill training. Here we have a HSK 101 improvement course to help. This course is taught by experienced HSK tutors via online platform, and class time could be adjusted according to the needs of students. So whenever you would like to study, just email us, and our teachers are always here to help. Like I mentioned before, we have free trail class available. 1 free cultural class experience per month, including paper cutting, Chinese painting, illustration, Chinese knot, and extra. And international students can choose according to their interests. So please feel free to register, and remember, registration closes 1 week before the start of each culture class. To live in a foreign country, you must explore the destination and the city you are studying in. So from these pictures, you can see in DUI, you have rich activities to join to experience the Chinese culture. And in your spare time, you also can help field trip and find the beauty of Dalian. And during holidays, you can also visit other cities of China. The life will be definitely colorful and unforgettable. You see, these are some views of Dalian, quite beautiful. These are some live pictures which our international students have experienced. Okay, although at the moment, the pandemic prevented us from traveling, network resources connect us together. So please don't hesitate to contact us if you are interested in joining us to learn the Chinese language or apply the UI undergraduate program. And all programs be then when the outbreak is over, we can also resume offline teaching. The programs I just introduced are already launched in China Admissions platform. So please follow up if you're interested in. Thanks for your time, everyone. If you have any questions, please write on the Q&A bar, and I will answer your questions from the Q&A bar as well. And you also can add us on WeChat, and Nadia, Rich, and I are all there. So after the open day, if you have any questions, you can find us there. We will be there to help. So thank you very much. So about is the presentation for today. Thank you.
Thank you, teachers, for presenting. And yeah, we'll be sharing the WeChat group QR code later as well at the end of the presentation. So please use the time right now to screenshot the page. And if you missed it, don't worry about it. We'll share the QR code again later, so you can join the group with Dalian Yusof University of Information if you still have more questions for them. So next up, we can go for the next presentation from UNNC, University of Nottingham, Ningpo, China, who will be sharing about their programs and also their updates for the September 2021 intake.
Thank you, Nadia. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Nadia, can you hear me? Can you see?
Yes.
Hold on. Yes, I'm trying to share my PowerPoint so you can see it. Is it coming?
Yes, it's there.
Great. Okay, so hi, this is Viola, and I'm now sitting in my office and introducing to you the University of Nottingham, Ningbo, China campus. So today I will be covering about some of the basic information, including starting from what kind of university we are. We are actually the China campus of the British University, the top 82nd university in the world, the University of Nottingham. So meaning that we will be providing all the education in English language, and also after graduation, you will be receiving the same degree certificate, which would be the same as that from the UK campus. And hold on, okay. And then we are actually currently having a campus located in Ningbo, China. And there are another 2 campuses. One is in the UK and the other is in Malaysia. So as you can see, we are actually sharing the same Trent building as one of the signature building of our university. And the highlights can be summarized into these 6 different aspects. One is that we are the first Sino-foreign university, meaning that we opened up this type of university in China, which had never been existed before. And then English had been used as a medium of instruction. And we are providing our education in UK style, meaning that we emphasize a lot on critical thinking. We also pay attention to teamwork and presentation skills, etc. And currently we have about 8 staff from 48 different countries. The on-campus student number, the total number would be around 8,000. And then students, after they graduate, they will get a Nottingham UK degree. As was explaining that we had been ranked 82nd in the QS World University Ranking 2019, and we had been marked as golden in terms of teaching excellence framework. And then currently we had been reviewed by QAA, and it has been approved that we are actually the academic standards and the quality of the student learning experience here are equivalent to those of the home university, making sure that as long as you join our China campus, the education quality wouldn't be discounted. We also had been selected in terms of international sports as University of the Year by the Times and the Sunday Times Good University Guide. I see, oh, hi, hello, Salaki. I saw you were asking about PhD programs. Yes, we are offering scholarships for selected subjects, including computer science and information technology. However, I would suggest you to follow our official website for the details because it's on-rolling. So following, I'm going to introduce about our scores, our Chinese students quality, because we currently are recruiting via the national Gaokao system from 29 different provinces and cities in China. And you can see the entrance score had been climbing up since the very beginning, meaning that we are recruiting top students. And if you join us, you will be sharing the experience with them as well. And Ningbo, maybe you are not sure what Ningbo is like. So starting from the population and the size, I'm going to give you an example. Taking Ningbo and Hong Kong as a comparison, we are sharing similar number of population. However, the geographical coverage is a little bit different. So this is Hong Kong and that is Ningbo. So the location, I haven't talked about it yet. And here it is. If you're in Shanghai, you will find it pretty much close. And if you're in Beijing, you will find it easy to travel as well because we have direct flights from Ningbo to the major cities in China, including Beijing and other cities. Literally, Ning means serene, while Bo translates as wave. So we are a coastal line city. Currently, our international students are impressed by how safe it is here. For example, Spanish student Clara had been sharing her experience that she never worried, even she need to walk back from nearby places back to the campus in the midnight. And also our Ugandan student, Alan, had started up his own business here in Ningbo with policy support. Our exchange student, Javier, that he had been enjoying the scene of people dancing on the square. So a lot of fun living here. We are well connected. As you can see that currently we have been connected to 46 different cities in mainland China and 13 international, including Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan cities. And then following, I'm going to share a little bit of the pictures of Ningbo. This is one of the most famous port, the top one port in Ningbo, largest cargo tonnage port in the world, making it a business city. And also Mount Putuo, a place where everybody would usually go for tourism. And and we also have Tu Youyou, who had been won Nobel Prize in psychology, medicine, because of her achievement. We also have William Dingley, the founder and CEO of NetEase. By joining our university as part of the cultural experience, you can definitely go experience, just as you will be joining other Chinese universities, events and cultural experiences, everything would be available. So Ningbo has been a city that is beyond your imagination, I'm sure. It's more international than you were expecting. So this is the location of our university. Talking about the programs available, currently there are 5 business programs. As you can see from the screen, you can take a screenshot for later referral if you want. And also this faculty is currently building up its own business for their department. And this is also one of the largest faculty in our university. I'm trying to check up the questions that you were asking about. Currently nothing about us, so I'll following the introduction then. Ranking and accreditation of our business school. So joining us, you will be on an international platform, getting you ready for more and larger and better opportunities, as you can see here. We also having our alumni from this business faculty, including international and domestic students. And also, since they graduate with a degree being recognized internationally, they are going further and is receiving great success as an alumni of our university. And following would be the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Currently, these programs have been provided for students who are interested in language or other humanities programs. You may also take a screenshot if you're interested and then refer to it later on. This faculty is one of the most international one in terms of where the staff comes from. And they also have the highest student teacher ratio, which would be about 15:1. And the highlight of this faculty is that they are providing different language options. So if you are interested in learning a third language, then these are the options for you. In the Faculty of Science and Engineering, we are providing these programs covering many different programs, as you can see, including computer science, one of the most popular one among our international students. Engineering, okay, so Jisa, hi, hello. You were asking about engineering surveying. I'm afraid this is not available currently in our university. And Asim, you were asking about you had passed this. However, PhD physics, well, you need to find out if there are any teaching staff who are focusing on the study area you're interested in, and then check out if they would be caring about your background. Scholarship, yes. However, we do not have medicine, Fabi. I'll explain the scholarship later on. Well, for PhD programs, it's a little bit different compared to the general degree entry programs, which I would leave it for now. So continuing my PowerPoint, the accreditation of our engineering program has been massive as well. As you can see that most of the programs, I would say all of them, have been accredited by a third-party international accreditation body for all those programs. So the entry requirement, we're looking at the academic performance as well as the English language, meaning that you need to achieve the academic performance and at the same time also achieve the language performance, so then we can admit you into the correspondent subject. So for preliminary entry, you will need to achieve IELTS 5.5 or TOEFL IBT 79. And we also can accept students into our second year, which we would require the student to have IELTS 6.5 with writing no less than 6 or TOEFL IBT 87. And for the postgraduate programs, these are the master teaching postgraduate master's program. So there are a lot of options for students who are interested in humanities, social sciences, and business. Unfortunately, we currently do not have a long list of masters in engineering. So take a screenshot of this page if you're interested to check out if there are anything you will be interested, please. The entry requirement for postgraduate entry will be simple. We require our applicants to be at least 2-1 level. Maybe you come from a non-British system and you do not have 2-1 level. So contact us or contact our partner in admissions, China admissions team, that they will help to explain what is the correspondent qualification in different countries. So there are different options if you want to go for a different experience internationally. For example, we have 2+2 program, meaning that you can spend the last 2 years in the UK to make up the whole bachelor's degree. And we also have summer school, although currently it has been suspended due to the pandemic, but we definitely would resume it for now. So the application procedure, we are currently launched an online application portal. So the documents you need to prepare would be similar to previous years, which would be the transcripts till now, your personal statement, your passport copy, and the rest of the documents, including your graduation degree certificate, can be submitted later on, as well as the recommendation letter. The deadline here, I've circled it out, is by the end of May, and the application would be on a rolling basis. So you may start to prepare the documents and try to submit it, because we will process your application within 2 weeks, 14 working days after your submission, as long as you submit it on a rolling basis. So the total cost, including everything, living cost, tuition fee, accommodation, will be in total around £16,000. That would be around it would be about 170,000, I think, per year. And then the tuition fee itself would be 110,000 per year in RMB. We also provide on-campus accommodation. So now is the scholarship part, that we are providing different types of scholarships. Hold on, I'm going back to the page. You can see that there are full scholarship as well as half and a quarter. So we are also offering government scholarship as well for students at the entry year. There are also automated scholarship, including alumni and family scholarship with different discount percentage. And after you become a formal student, you will be entitled for other types of scholarships as well. So in terms of the living situation, you can see that it's guaranteed that our international students would be joining us for the family-like apartment. So then you do not need to worry about the privacy you will be missing, because you definitely have your own bedroom. It's just the sitting room and everything would be a little bit different compared to between the two types. One is like this, that it's like a family. You have the sitting room, you have your own bedroom for students living together within one set. And the other one is the single room. So you enjoy everything just by yourself, including a balcony and also the places for you to wash, take baths and wash hands. It's all yours. So the price is a bit different. This one is like a hotel. And pay with convenience. Since you're in China, it will be pretty much reasonable that we already had combined everything onto our WeChat mini program. So you can top up your campus card, you can charge your water, electricity just on phone. And UNSC Sports is one of the highlights of our university. Everything, all the courses are completely free and the facilities are free for using. So it's really enjoyable using the facilities on campus. We also have strong support towards our international students, including the hub and also the global engagement where my office is in. Student clubs and societies, no doubt there will be a lot of things available for you. There are over 100 student societies on campus currently. Anything you will be interested, since you're in China, you can enjoy the career, you can enjoy the student life here by finding someone who are interested in the same thing as you. Korea is one highlight that our university is providing for our international students. There are a lot of things going on in this section, which I'm not going to include, and I'm not going to share too much details, just going through the slides so you can take a look. Job fair, one-to-one support, advisory support.
Hi, Viola. Sorry for cutting the presentation, but the time is up. Perhaps you can just wrap up.
Okay, I'm going to close because this is the last part I was trying to introduce to you, meaning that it's basically pretty much it. And to sum up, our university has been providing a lot of opportunities for our students, and you can see that based on our latest data, this is what you can expect after graduation. So the employer rate has been high, and there are a lot of people staying here in China for work. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Viola, for sharing all information.
Yes.
Thank you, Viola, for sharing all information about studying at UNNC, studying at University of Nottingham, Ningbo, China. And now we have to move on to the next presenter from XJTLU. Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University.
Hi everybody.
Hello,
hi Nadia.
hi.
Can you hear me, please?
Hi. Yes.
Great. Let me share my screen. Just give me a second. Hello everybody. Thank you for attending the Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University online presentation, and thank you very much again to China Admissions to organize this great event, online event. Well, everything has to be online now. So the time duration is short, so let's get started. Okay, Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University, XJTLU, is the abbreviation for our university. What our university is, so it's a joint venture, it's a partnership between the University of Liverpool and Xi'an Jiaotong University. University of Liverpool, I guess that everybody knows about this one. It's one of the, it's a member of the Russell Group in the UK, and the Xi'an Jiaotong University, if you type in Google or in any search engine, it's one of the top Chinese universities. It's in the C9 League. It's kind of the Ivy League, the Chinese version. Okay, some figures, some facts about our university. We are now the biggest international collaborative university in China, and we have very fresh new number, over 18,000 students in total. There's domestic plus international. And in terms of international students, we have over 1,200 at the moment from 90 plus countries, and over 1,000 academic staff from 50 different countries, and over 60% of them are foreign passport holders. We are not in the UK, of course, but we are not in Xi'an. We are in the city of Suzhou. It's a city on China's east coast. I'm not sure whether some of you have been to this city or not. It's just close, very close to Shanghai. It's on the east part. It's on to the east of Shanghai. Actually, as you can see on the pictures, it's got its modern side, but also older side, historical side of the city. As I said, it's on the to the east of Shanghai, as you can see on the map, Suzhou, and the little black star in somewhere in the middle of the screen. It's where roughly approximately our university is located. It's in Suzhou's Industrial Park, SIP, Suzhou Industrial Park. It's only 25 minutes by train to Shanghai, so again very close. Suzhou, in terms of GDP, economic size, it's number 6 in China. Okay, number 1 is always Shanghai. Then you got Beijing, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Chongqing. Then we are at the top 6. In terms of total population, around 11 million in the city. It's a city with history back to 2,500 years ago, and international supermarkets, you know, Walmart from the US, Auchan, Carrefour. That's for your, okay, to buy food, buy everything that you want in those international supermarkets inside the city, and many Chinese international restaurants. So if you want to try them, you can do it mainly on weekend, I guess, or after class, or if you don't have class on weekdays, you can do it. Large shopping malls and cinemas, hospital, international hospitals and clinics, very important fact. As you may know, in Chinese public Chinese public hospitals, normally doctors, you know, the staff in those public hospitals, they don't speak English at all or very little. So it's a very important how to say that, selling point of the city to have those international hospitals and clinics where staff, they can talk to our international students in English when they get sick. And the last point, also very vital, Suzhou as a city, it has over 5,000 international companies, which is a key selling point in terms of internship. If you want to, I'll talk about undergraduate programs later. It's a requirement. You have to do an internship during your undergraduate programs at our university. And this one, you know, the last point, that's why it's very key selling point for those of you who want to do, well, you have to do it during your studies. The reasons why choosing Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University, because for undergraduate students, we offer 2 degrees after graduation. You will get a first degree from the University of Liverpool, UK. So it's exactly the same piece of paper as if you are the University of Liverpool students. And you will get a second degree paper from our university, Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University. For undergraduate programs, it's typically 4 years, but for some good students with good academic background, you can be accepted onto year 2 directly. I will talk about the direct year 2 entry a bit later. For postgraduate students, so if you come to do your master's or PhD at our university, after graduation, you won't get 2 degrees, but a 1 degree, and that one is from the University of Liverpool. For all degree programs, degree courses, bachelor's, master's, PhD level, we teach everything in English, and we don't ask for Chinese language during your application process. So it's good to have HSK, and it's good to speak Chinese, but we don't ask for it because everything's taught in English at our university for degree programs. Again, as you are in China, so you can learn free of charge Chinese language during your degree programs, your studies at our university. Some of the international accreditations we have got from different institutes, like our ACCA, AACSB, you know, the first line, AACSB, EQUIS, and AMBA, you know, those 3, we just got AMBA a few months ago, so which makes our university now, our business school now, triple crowned business school in the world. If you type for, you know, triple accreditation business school, you will find the list. So it's quite hard to get those 3 accreditations. Then you will see a chemistry, engineering, rebound for architecture, JBM, you know, biology, CIM chemistry, CPS for accounting, ACCA for accounting. You can find those definitions on the internet. So those just logos. The reasons why this another reason why you can choose us is according to the Times Higher Education World University ranking. Our university is ranked 34th in China in 2021 university ranking list. That's Times Higher Education. And the son of our university subject, okay, Times Higher Education World University ranking by subject 2021. Our university has also good rankings in those subjects, as you can see on the screen: computer science, engineering, social sciences. Sorry, I have to speak relatively quickly because I got limited time. So sorry about that. If you got questions, I don't really have time to answer to your questions now, but after the presentation, I will do it. So feel free to leave your questions in the Q&A bar. I will get to that after the presentation. And the last one, Triple Crown, I mentioned just a few seconds ago, okay. Triple accreditation. We offer 2+2 study route to undergraduate students, which means that you can do the first 2 years in Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University, then you can go to the University of Liverpool in the UK to finish your year 3 and year 4. And at the moment, we got over 3,000 XJTLU students, our students who are now studying at the University of Liverpool UK through this 2+2 study pathway. We also have quite a lot of study abroad opportunities, again, for undergraduate students. Okay, some of the figures to share with you about 2019 graduates. Okay, that's the figure for bachelor's and postgraduate, for undergraduate, postgraduate students combined together. Again, that's the figure of 2019, as you can see. Okay, around the 77% going to world top 100 universities after graduation from our university, and that's top. That's the ranking list from QS, World University Ranking. Okay, study pathways. At the moment, we have 8 academic schools, as you can see on the screen, and the reason why I put the last one in red, I will talk about this new campus a bit later. This one is under construction at the moment, and it has 6 undergraduate programs now being offered now, and more to come in future. It's called Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University Entrepreneur College, Taicang. Taicang is a name of a city. How to explain it? It's a city inside Suzhou city. So it's a city. It's a subsidiary city to the city of Suzhou. That's the degree program list of our undergraduate level. You can feel free to take a photo, or you can find it on the university website. There is always a website link at the bottom of every slide for you to check for, for the information on the website later. Okay, that's the one I just talked about, this Taicang Entrepreneur College. It's a new college. It's a new campus. It's under construction now at the moment. Yeah, the first, we already have students, both local and international students, enrolled and studying at these 6 undergraduate programs now. What they are doing now is they are studying at our SIP campus, our main campus now. And when the new campus is completed, they will go to Taicang to finish their studies. 6 undergraduate programs at the moment, and more to offer to our students in future. That's the list of our master's programs. Again, the website link at the bottom of the slide, and you can take a photo anytime during the presentation, so if you want to check later. Some photos of our campus. Okay, that's North Campus. That's science building ABCD for mainly programs like computer science, biology, chemistry, physical sciences, mathematics. Normally they have classes in those 4 buildings. That's South Campus. South Campus also, that's the sports field, gym. That's inside the gym. Okay, fencing, mini golf, badminton. That's inside library. Okay, North Campus again. That's engineering building. International Business School. It's also on South Campus. The Curve building, the very big Curve building. Okay, some sports facilities, restaurants, canteens. Accommodation. I don't really have too much time here to go through the information about accommodation in detail here. So if you've got questions, you can come to ask me later in the Q&A bar. Feel free to take a photo here. Okay, 3 accommodation options we offer, and you can see whether kitchen is included, bathroom is included or not, and the distance to campus and the fee. Okay, the key part of the presentation, of course, and that's normally where the questions come about admissions and the fees. As I mentioned at the beginning, for undergraduate students, for undergraduate applicants, we have 2 entry options. Entry into year 1. That's most of the students. They start from year 1. But for students who have very good, very strong high school performance, they can start from year 2 directly. And the entry requirement for direct year 2 entry can be seen on the screenshot. If you are doing A-level, for example, you need to have BBB minimum. Okay, and that's a minimum requirement. Of course, if you have AAA, you are very, very potential to start from year 1, for example. That's for academic. Okay, for English language, again, the entry requirement criteria vary from year 1 and year 2. You can always find the information by clicking the web link at the bottom of the slide. Okay, entry into year 1, for example, IELTS 5. Entry into year 2, IELTS 6.5 or TOEFL 90. Okay, that's for masters. For masters, academic requirement, it varies from program to program. Sorry, it varies from program to program in terms of academic requirement for master's entry. You can click this web link to go to our university website to find your interested master's program or programs. You can check the specific entry requirement for your interested master's programs or programs. For English language, again, it also varies from program to program.
Hi,
Click
teacher.
the link.
Sorry to cut the presentation, but time is up. So perhaps
Okay.
we can just wrap up and
Okay, okay, about 30 seconds. How to apply? Everything's online, and it's free of charge. That's the document checklist we typically ask from our applicants. For some of the documents, that's only for master's programs. Yeah, so for undergrad applicants, you don't, for example, the 2 reference letters, that's only for master's applicants. Application deadline, very important, take a photo. Fees, again, for undergraduate, it's always 88,000 Chinese yuan. Okay, for masters, it varies from program to program. You can check on the university website by clicking the link at the bottom. Okay, some scholarships. For entry scholarship, for all undergrad, postgrad, international applicants, we offer up to 50% entry scholarship. Okay, then also friendship scholarship for master's applicants. Some discounts we offer. That's why we encourage undergrad students, they apply early before 1st May 2021, so you can automatically get 8,000 early bird discount. Again, if you have any further questions, I have to end here. If you have any further questions, feel free to come to chat with me in the Q&A bar. Thank you, Nadia, for the time.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing all of the admissions information for XJTLU, especially for the upcoming September 2021 intake. And if anybody still have any questions, please drop your questions on the Q&A bar and the teacher will gladly assist you and answer all of your questions. So next up, we have to move on with the next presentation from Ningbo University. Yeah, we'll be having Ningbo University presenting, and then followed by Chinese University of Hong Kong Shenzhen after Ningbo University.
Hello. Hello, Nadia.
Hello. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now, please give me a second. I'll show my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chinese University Online Open Day held by Chinese Admissions. I'm Ms. Jing, the International Students Admission Officer in Ningbo University. Glad to meet you in the beginning of 2021. As I know, this is a very difficult time owing to the outbreak of the COVID-19, but I do believe that our strong will cannot be denied, and soon the pandemic virus will declare died. And I expect that I can meet you in our beautiful campus in the near future. Now, I'd like to say something about Ningbo University. Ningbo University is located in Ningbo, east of China, and it's very close to Shanghai. It's a dynamic, young, and comprehensive university. As one of the top 100 universities in China, its academic strength is obvious. Actually, our university has 25 faculties and colleges, offering 16 bachelor subjects, 19 postgraduate subjects, and 8 doctoral subjects for international students. Most of them are taught in English, for example, clinical medicine, engineering, chemistry, material science, plant and animal science. Anyway, here you can acquire any subject knowledge and the resources that you are interested in. Apart from that, our university is cultural vibrant. We provide diverse cultural activities for international students to engage, such as Dream Working Zhejiang and Sensing China. You can also join the student union and various clubs as you like, which can help you integrate into the local life in Ningbo as soon as possible. Situated in the most prosperous and livable region in China, life is also really colorful and comfortable in Ningbo University. We supply a complete set of facilities for you to live and study. Additionally, Ningbo has great museums and attractions and they invite you to visit and to explore. I think you can find the meaning of life here. So far, more than 2,000 international students from 104 countries are registered in Ningbo University. I sincerely hope you can come and join our big family. Now, I'd like to give you an introduction of some key majors in Ningbo University. Firstly, let's turn to the bachelor's degree in MBBS, that is a Bachelor of Medicine and the Bachelor of Surgery. It's one of the most popular programs in our university. The program has gained effective achievements in teaching, construction, development, and scientific research. Now, the school has one state-level teaching team, high-quality curriculum, one national bilingual demonstration course. Our clinical medicine programs also enters into the top 1 among the global academic institutions list. If you are interested in this program, please apply it as soon as possible because the seats are so limited. Sorry. Well, now let's turn to the master's degree in Port and Shipping Technology and Management Engineering. Well, it's also the key discipline of Zhejiang province. The subjects construction is on the basic of the development of Ningbo part and navigation. Graduates of these programs are able to work in the management department of parts, navigation, and transportation. Well, finally, let me introduce the doctor's programs in aquatic. It is one of the oldest aquaculture programs in China. This program in Ningbo University is top ranked in China and even in the world. The PhD candidate students are planned to have the capability for engaging in the scientific research and education. Furthermore, they'll be able to use a kind of foreign language to read the magazines of this specialty, write the dissertation, and be able to dialogue in the professional way. Anyway, as you can see, most programs in Ningbo University are job-oriented. It means graduates will have a bright career future after their graduation. And if you want to find more detailed information of these programs, please visit our official website of this one. You can take a photo. Oh, sorry. And it is also the website for you to apply. Actually, this year we've updated the application system. Now it's tend to be convenient and user-friendly for you to apply. You just need to complete the online application and don't need to send us any documents in hard copy version. Now, the application for either spring semester or autumn semester is open. And I need to mention that in spring semester, we only offer the non-degree Chinese language programs, while in autumn semester, we do provide students with both degrees programs and non-degrees programs. Well, as for scholarships, we offer several kinds of scholarships for international students, especially for freshmen, which includes CSC Scholarship, International Chinese Language Teacher Scholarship, and the other three kinds. Firstly, let me talk about the CSC Scholarship. Actually, there are two types of scholarship, CSC scholarship, which is Type A and Type B. But I guess most applicants will choose the Type B. As for this one, you just need to apply it via their official website and complete the application online. Don't forget the agency number of Ningbo University is 11646. And don't forget to mail us the required document to our office. This is our address. You can also take a photo of this one. Well, as for the International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship, is especially for students pursuing master's degree in teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages. The application procedure of this one is similar to that of the CSC Type B. You just need to apply it online via their official website and mail us the application documents. And apart from that, we also offer other three kinds of scholarships for you to apply. That is Zhejiang Government Scholarship, Ningbo Government Scholarship, and the Ningbo University Scholarship. Well, international students are very likely to get these three kinds of scholarships, especially for freshmen. The amount of each one is quite high. You can see is 30,000 yuan for master's degree of these two kinds and 20,000 yuan for bachelor's degree of Zhejiang Government Scholarship and the Ningbo Government Scholarship. So it means if you can get these types of scholarships, basically your tuition fee for the first year can be covered. Well, overall, we are waiting for you. Nice view, fantastic seafood, rich culture, and wonderful facilities are inviting you to be together with us. And if you have further questions, you can visit our official website or contact us directly in these ways. And you can also scan the QR code of the WeChat group. And overall, thanks for listening.
Thank you, teacher, for the sharing about Ningpo University. Because we still have about 5 minutes for Ningpo University, do you perhaps want to answer some questions? There are some questions from the students for Ningpo University. Hello, Teacher Joyce, can you still hear me?
If you have further questions, you can ask me now.
Sure, yeah, there are some questions, especially students are interested for the MBBS program at Ningpo University. So there are questions like the first one is there any scholarship for the MBBS program at Ningpo University?
Yes, and let me share the screen again. For MBBS students, you can apply these 3 kinds of scholarships. Yeah, you can see the amount for bachelor students is 20,000 yuan of these 2 types, and 110,000 yuan of this type. And you are very likely to get these 3 kinds of scholarship.
Awesome. So another question from Valentina is that does she need an English or Chinese certificate to apply for a semester Chinese language program?
You mean the requirements or sorry, I can't hear clearly.
Yes. So she wants to apply for the 1 semester Chinese language program. So she's wondering if she needs to submit the English or Chinese language certificate to apply for this program.
So actually, the language certificate is not necessary. You just need to upload your passport page and your academic performance transcript and your graduation certificate. We will refer to this kind of certificates.
Right. So we have another question from Victoria, also about the MBBS program at Ningpo University. So Victoria here, she already studied for 3.5 years of the MBBS program at her home country. So she asked if it's possible for her to continue her study at Ningpo University.
Surely, the basic requirement of MBBS is graduation from high school. So I think she can apply for this program.
Sure, but if she applies, then she have to start from the first year, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, awesome. So let me check if we have any more questions for Ningpo University. Yeah, so another question, I think it's basically a similar question. So it's about transfer students for MBBS. So as you have mentioned just now, even if they have studied MBBS at their home country before, then they have to start from the first year if they wish to study at Ningpo University, right?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. So let me check if we have other questions for, do we have another questions? So the student have a bachelor's degree in anthropology from Nigeria. And then he wants to apply for the master's program in port and shipping technology management. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay, sure.
Cool, so he can apply even if the bachelor's program he is in is not at the similar program. So please do apply now to Ningpo Universities because admissions is open, yeah. I think that's the last question for Ningpo University that we can cover. So if anybody still have questions, please drop your questions on the Q&A bar because Teacher Joyce might still be able to answer your questions there. And now we have to move on to the next presentation. And thank you a lot, teacher, for sharing the admissions update for Ningpo University for the 2021 intake.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Murray. How are you doing?
Hey, can you hear me this time?
Yes, we can hear you this time, finally.
I'm so relieved. Okay.
Yes,
should I guess?
the screen is fine.
All right, great. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to present, and apologies for the problems at the start. I have no idea what was happening. I got halfway through my presentation and then discovered that it wasn't working. So Today I'm going to talk about the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. We've got a QR code here on the right-hand side. This is for a WeChat group. If you would like more information about our university, or if you would like to talk to our admissions team, please scan this QR code. If you don't have time to scan it now, it's okay. It's on other slides throughout the presentation too, so you'll be able to scan it then. My wonderful colleague, Miss Eleanor Rao, is also with us here today. And if you want to talk to her during the presentation, you can type your questions into the Q&A box and she'll answer the questions as we go. So, without further ado, the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. You may have heard of the Chinese University of Hong Kong, a very famous university worldwide, ranked 43rd in the world and 9th in Asia. Was built with the intention of preserving Chinese academic traditions and taking them back to mainland China. And that is precisely what our university is. It's the first campus of the Chinese University of Hong Kong in mainland China. So we operate under a one brand, two campuses concept. And what this means is all of the standards, all of the values of the main campus are applied to our university. A lot of our teaching staff, all of our courses are built from courses at the main campus. So what you're getting straight away is world-class education here. We only opened in 2014, but as you'll hear as I go through here, within just 6 years, we've become one of the best universities in China, and we're really working to become one of the best universities worldwide. All of our programs are taught in English. You do not need Chinese to come here to study, but we will help you with your Chinese while you are here studying. And our courses are 4-year degrees. For those of you who may not be too familiar with Chinese geography, Shenzhen is located in the southeastern corner of China. Really fantastic location. We've got 3 major international airports located very close by. Obviously Shenzhen Airport, also Guangzhou Airport and Hong Kong International Airports. So very easy to get in and out of here. And I'll talk a little bit more about Shenzhen as a city shortly. To quickly go through our courses and what you can study while you're here. First of all is our School of Management and Economics. This is linked to the CUHK Business School. And this is a business school which is ranked in the top 30 internationally. So we have international accreditation for our courses, but essentially you're coming to study one of the highest ranked business school courses anywhere in the world if you come to our university to study business. Top 30 in the world. In addition to the business courses that we offer, so this is the undergraduate courses, we also specialize in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and maths. So here you'll find a range of computer science courses, health science courses, data science courses, engineering courses, and fields like this, which again are designed to really build and make the most of the location and the expertise from the main campus. Now, you will notice here we do have a clinical medicine degree, and I know that there are a lot of students out there who are very interested in clinical medicine. This year, for the 2021 intake, we are not accepting international students for the clinical medicine degree, but we are hoping that this will develop in future years. We also offer humanities and social science courses, of which probably the most interesting for the international students is applied psychology, obviously a very popular field which has a lot of pathways. And again, opening in 2022, we're going to be opening a conservatory of music, which is going to specialize on music performance to start with, and is going to grow into the Shenzhen Conservatory of Music in the future, which is a very exciting development. For postgraduate courses, again, we've got quite a large range here. Now, what I'm going to emphasize when we're talking about these courses is my team is primarily focused on the undergraduate side of courses. So while we're happy to help and point you in the right direction for postgraduate courses, a lot of the questions that you'll want to ask about scholarships, about fees and things like this, we'll probably have to direct you to other parts of the university to get the clear answers for these things. But as you can see here, again, we've got a wide range of programs across all fields that we're teaching, from the sciences to the business to the humanities, which you can touch on. And all of these courses are extremely popular at the moment and attracting really top quality students. So the question I guess you'd ask here is this university the right university for you? And one thing which I want to make very clear here is this is not necessarily the right university for everyone. So I guess you're here because you are interested in China and Chinese culture. So that's probably a tick. If you're interested in business fields and science, technology, engineering, and maths fields, and something also like applied psychology, that would also be a tick. If you're interested in really getting opportunities you wouldn't get anywhere else in the world, probably a yes. But then the last two are the two which are really important here. We're running a really high quality university here, and we're seeking very, very strong students academically. So if you want to come to our university, you're going to need to prove to us that you are academically strong and that you're ready for a challenge. This is not a university which is a party or a party for 4 years. You're going to have to come here and be ready to study hard while you're here. You're going to have to prove to, if you want to be admitted to our university, you're going to have to demonstrate to us that you have the academic credentials, that you have the ability to come here and study hard. So this is the real key to our university here. And again, if you can do these things, we can present you with opportunities that you wouldn't get anywhere else in the world. So let's talk about some of these opportunities. Even though we're only 6 years old, Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen is already the #1 joint university in China. We're already amongst the best in China. We're actually attracting the top students in China, and we're taking students away from a lot of the top universities in China. This is, again, within just 6 years that we've done this. And one of the main reasons for this is because we have a really strong foundation. We're built from the standards of the main campus, Chinese University of Hong Kong. And when you graduate from our university, you graduate with a Chinese University of Hong Kong degree. So you're walking out of here with a degree from a university ranked in the top 50 internationally. And this is a very strong base on which to build. The courses that we teach continue to do this. So again, as I've mentioned, all the courses are taught in English. You don't need Chinese to come here, but again, we will teach you Chinese while you are here. So learning Chinese, learning the language is obviously a very important part of this. But the courses which we're teaching here, we haven't just turned around and taken everything from the main campus and dumped it here too, but the courses which are being taught at our campus are very carefully chosen as fields in which China has a competitive
Hi, Murray. I think we lost you a bit. The audio isn't so clear right now. Can you hear me? All right. Okay, so while waiting for Murray to reconnect to the internet, I think we can
hear me.
cover.
Am I back? Yeah.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, awesome.
Sorry about this. I don't know what's happening today. There is work going on, so maybe that has something to do with it. But
Yeah, you're back. You're back. Okay.
All right. Sorry, folks. Yeah, so education, I think I've probably covered a lot of the details there. I'll move on with the rest of the presentation. So the classmates who you study with are also very important here. We're a growing university. We're up to about 7,500 students on campus at the moment. But essentially, one of the keys here is you're studying with the elite students in China. And this is one of the reasons why we set high standards for our international students too. You're coming to study with students who work incredibly hard. And this is why you need to prove to us that you can cope with this sort of environment. So this has benefits in terms of you're going to be building networks and relationships with these amazing students, these students who are the top in China, but also you have to prove that you can compete with them. The lifestyle on campus, we've got a beautiful campus. Hopefully, I believe Eleanor is probably going to share with you a virtual tour of our campus. Please take a look around because it's a gorgeous campus set on a hillside. We've got lakes, we've got hillside paths, and that's even just the not going off campus. But then in addition to this, we've also got a really lively atmosphere here. We've got a great range of Western and Chinese activities to keep you entertained throughout your time on campus. Once you've enjoyed time on campus, we also have partnerships all around the world. And again, even though we're very young, we already have partnerships with over 100 of the best world-class universities. So in America, we have partnerships with universities like Yale, like Duke University, like University of British Columbia in Canada. In England, we have partnerships with Cambridge University, with London School of Economics. In Singapore, National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technology University in Australia. Basically, you pick a top university in the world and we have a partnership with them. And going a step further than this, so while you're here, you can do exchanges to these universities. But also what you'll find is if you graduate from an undergraduate degree, most of our students continue to postgraduate studies and they go to universities that are ranked in the top 50 internationally. And they're receiving several offers from these universities. So we're, again, within just 6 years, we've become extremely highly recognized. On campus, you'll have amazing opportunities. So you can join our workshops, you can go and chase your dreams in things like the Center for Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship, or you can join our world-class research facilities. These are research facilities in finance, in biomedical engineering, in artificial intelligence, in robotics, in all these different fields, led by Nobel laureates. So you have a chance to really get in and get your hands dirty in some of the world-class, world-leading research. And then above and beyond that, you can type into Shenzhen, which is one of China's fastest growing and is already one of China's China's richest city. We have a graduation employment rate of about 99%, just short of 99%. And our average graduate salary is higher than most of the other big universities in China. And finally, for scholarships, we offer a range of scholarships. These are primarily, again, for undergraduate students. If you're postgraduate, you'll need to make inquiries about their own scholarships. But essentially, you can come to us and we have amongst our scholarships what's called a 4-year entry scholarship, which means you can get a scholarship for the entire time you are here at our university. This goes up to full tuition and full accommodation. If you can demonstrate to us that you have the academic ability to come here and succeed at our university, you can study here for free. So if all of this sounds interesting, applications to our university are done online. All the application processes are free. You don't have to pay to apply. And the links will take you through the process of what you need to do to apply. To give you a few little details about what we have. So if you want to get in as an undergraduate, you need to demonstrate that you're amongst the top students internationally, and this is to be considered for admission. So we're looking at minimum, absolute minimum, top 15 to 20%. But for most students who we're wanting significantly higher than that. If you're wanting scholarships, you're going to need to prove that you're higher than that. IELTS 6.0. We're doing our second round of admissions closing on the 28th of February. So if you are thinking about applying, please get your application in soon. And final round of admissions closes on 15th of May. Annual tuition costs are about 95,000 RMB per year. This is about 13,500 US dollars. But again, if you can show that you're good enough, a lot of this will disappear in scholarships. So you can find that the tuition fees are very, very low. Accommodation, normally on scholarship, or 1,200 RMB per year, and that's per year. And you're living with the Chinese students, not separate to them. And we expect monthly living costs to be about 2,000 RMB, depending on how you live your life. So again, apologies for the technical difficulties. I'll have to see what we can figure out here. But if you would like to contact us, again, please scan the QR code, join our WeChat group, and we'll be happy to answer more questions there. I know Eleanor's probably dealing with a lot of the questions in the Q&A at the moment, so you're welcome to ask questions here. Or do please note down our email addresses, check out our Facebook page, check out our website, and get more information there. Thank you very much for your time, and apologies again for the difficulties, Nadia. Hopefully you can go and have a break and not have to worry about this anymore.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, we're glad that you can finally rejoin us and have the internet connection back. And thanks a lot for sharing all this information about Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. And everyone,
thank you for your organization.
No problem. Yeah, we're glad to have all of the participating universities today sharing information about the admissions update, about the programs they offer, and also about the scholarship for the September 2021 intake. And if you still have any more questions, actually the universities, majority of them are still here. So do drop your questions on a Q&A bar and they will gladly answer your questions. And for the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen and Dalian Yusof University of Information, they have established some WeChat group where you can join later after the session. So if you still have any more questions, feel free to join the WeChat group to ask the question directly to the teacher. And I'll be sharing their WeChat group QR code at the end of this presentation. So because we have all 8 participating universities presenting about the admissions update for 2021, so allow me now to give you some updates about the admissions for September 2021 at Chinese universities, and I'll be sharing some of the reasons why you should be applying on China admissions and what can we do for you to help you successfully study in China. So first of all is the admissions for September 2021 is now open. And then a lot of you are asking about this since 2020. So especially about when can international students come to China. So as of now, it's January 24th today. International students are still not allowed to enter China due to the COVID-19 pandemic, unfortunately. And there's no official information yet about the date of the border reopening for international students. And therefore, we're still waiting for an update from the Chinese government. And so for the spring 2021 intake itself, most of the universities have decided to conduct online classes for the spring 2021 intake, mainly because the border is still closed and then the COVID-19 situation globally is not yet getting better. And then, and for some international students who are already in China, and right now, as in like in 2021 intake, like they have been in China ever since the pandemic as well, some universities can offer on-campus teaching. For example, some universities who are in Shanghai, Suzhou, Ningbo, and some other location in China can actually offer on-campus teaching for international students who are already in China since before the border is closed. So they have been in China ever since the pandemic strikes globally. So for international students who are not in China, so for all of you who are currently overseas, Chinese universities will most likely provide online teaching for the spring 2021 intake because the border is still closed. And then this arrangement will continue until the border is back open for international students in the future. So what happened with the September 2021 intake? With the September 2021 intake, that's actually remain unknown. And that still depends on what happens in the future. So if Chinese government decided to open the border for international students, then the classes will be taught on campus and international students will be invited to study in China. However, if they decided to close the border until September 2021, therefore the classes will be taught online. So further detail about how the class arrangement will be shared by the universities later when we receive new information from the Chinese government. But I do say that because the admissions for September 2021 intake is actually already open, then it is the best time for you to actually start your application right now. Do not waste time. Do not wait until we hear more information from the Chinese government. So if you wish to study at Chinese universities, please do apply now before it's too late. So I will tell you the reason why you should be applying at China Admissions. So the first of all is because applying at China Admissions is free of charge. So we don't charge any service fee to help you apply. It is 100% free. It is 100% free if you're applying on our platform because we're funded by the universities and you only need to pay the application fee as required by the university. So universities in China, they require an application fee payment, which is usually about $80 to like $150 on each application. So China Admissions is also one platform for all, which means that you can search and apply to multiple universities in just one platform and just one click on China Admissions website. For example, if you want to apply to multiple mechanical engineering program, let's say at Ningpo University and at XJTLU and UNNC and like other universities, you can just do it on China Admissions. You can just select all 3 programs at 3 different universities and then apply on China Admissions. So it's very simple because you all need just like 10 to 15 minutes to complete the whole online application. And you can just apply directly to multiple universities all at once. And then last but not least is that China Admissions teams are responsive and we are reachable anytime. And our average email response time is usually 9 hours, 10 minutes on working days. So this is a little bit about the application process in China, especially if you're applying to the Chinese universities. So first of all, you have to choose the program that you want to apply for, and then you have to apply online where you can do it on China Admissions platform. And then you have to complete the online application, like filling in all the required fields on your online application, and then you have to upload the required documents. And on China Admissions platform, we already give you a list of the required documents that you have to complete. And after that, you can pay the application fee. And after that, it is submitted to the China Admission. So we can check everything and make sure everything is completed. And if everything is completed, we'll then submit it to the university. So how to apply? First of all, you can just go to the China Admissions platform over here. It's apply.china-admissions.com/search, where you can find about 4,657 programs that you can apply in China or online. So we can help you apply to more than 4,000 programs available. So you can just choose anyone that is most interested that you want to apply for. And then, for example, if you want to apply for this Bachelor in Business Administration program of Xi'an Jiaotong-Liverpool University, you can just click on the program page and then click that red Apply Now button where you need to create an account to create your online applications. Or if you already have an account on our platform, then you just need to log in there. And after that, all you need to do is very simple. You just need to fill in your information, basically about your contact information, about yourself, and then your family, and then your education background, working experience. And then this is where you need to submit all the required documents. So we give you the list of all the required documents that you need to upload. And last but not least is to complete the application fee payment. And after that, we will double check your application again. And if everything is completed, we'll make sure to submit it to the universities. And then we will be waiting for the university's decision. But normally, within this period of time, the universities will let you know if you are qualified, if you pass the initial review. And in most cases, you'll be then invited for an online interview. And after that, the university will publish the final decision. So if you're accepted, the university will pay the deposit, the student will pay the deposit fee to the university. And the amount of the deposit fee that you need to pay is normally stated on the pre-admissions letter. And after that, if the situation goes back, if the border is back open in the future, then the university will send you the visa form and also the admissions notice so you can apply for the Chinese student visa at the Chinese embassy and then fly to China. But if the border is still closed for the upcoming intake, therefore the university will give you some arrangement, will let you know on how to join the online classes until the situation is back to normal again, and then you'll be invited to get the student visa and then you can fly to China. So we shall see how's the arrangement for the September 2021 intake, because as of now, we're still waiting for the news from the Chinese government as well. So here's more updates. So we have upcoming online webinars that you can join. For example, on January 28, we have the Modern Digital China Online Bootcamp program. This is our new program with Alibaba Business School. And then there are some other online webinars that you can join. Like, for example, if you're interested to apply for the MBA programs or Chinese language program or like the finance MBA. So feel free to go to this page over here where you can see all the information about our upcoming online programs that you can join. And next up is about our blog as well. So if you need more updates about studying in China, about student experiences, do check our blogs as well, because we do update it regularly. We share you some tips and tricks on how to open a bank account in China, and also how to say certain things in Chinese language. And we do interview some of our former students as well about their experiences studying in China. And there was me as well there. You can see my story studying at UIBE back then 4 years ago. And you can see some other stories from other international students from different parts of the world sharing their wonderful stories on how is it when they're studying in China. And last but not least, we also have a very cool YouTube channel that you should definitely subscribe to, because we often share some cool content on our YouTube channel, such as about the actual cost of studying in China, and also about how to get scholarships in China in 2021. We share some tips on how to learn Chinese, and we have published some of our interview videos with our former students as well on our YouTube channel. And we have some tips as well about the successful applications. We have shared some information about the top programs in China that you should be applying for. So basically all of the contents related to admissions to Chinese universities can be found on our YouTube channel as well on China Admissions. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay updated as well. So last but not least, if you still have more questions, as I've said before, if you still have more questions for Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, or Dalian Yusof University of Information, or if you want to get more updates about our online programs, or if you still have any more questions for us as well, you can feel free to scan this WeChat QR code so you can stay updated and join the group. Whereas in the CUHK Shenzhen and in the Dalian Yusof University of Information group, you can be in touch with the teachers to ask your questions if you still have any more questions for them. And then you'll be able to get the guidance for your online applications to study at both universities as well. And if you are interested with more of our online events, make sure to join our free online classes group as well to stay informed. And if you have any more questions, you can just reach us on email or WhatsApp, or you can also follow our WeChat official account, and make sure to also connect with us on our social medias. I'm pretty sure that all of you must use social medias as well. You can stay connected to us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And we occasionally will do live Q&A as well on Instagram or Facebook. So make sure to stay in touch and to stay connected with us so you can always get informed, and will basically help you apply to the Chinese universities. And we will see you one day in China, and we hope that all of you can apply to Chinese universities successfully and be able to study at Chinese universities. So that's all, guys. If you still have any more questions, make sure to drop us a message on email or WhatsApp, or follow us on our social media accounts as well. Thank you all for joining this first online open day in 2021. We hope that the information shared to you today from all the 8 participating universities and also from China Admissions is useful for your future applications to Chinese universities, and we hope to stay in touch as well. Bye, have a nice day.